Welcome to PSCMS. Good morning, kids. In the last period, we have seen the chapter number 1 and 2 revision, and I gave the assignment also. I hope you have finished your assignments. So, now let's move to the next chapter, that is working with Windows. A computer is a machine which cannot think on its own and requires instructions from you. The most important program of a computer is operating system. It is a medium through which you can interact with the hardware using software. It controls all the activities of a computer. There are various types of operating systems such as Windows, Linux, Unix, etc. Windows is a graphical user interface between a computer and user. The first version of Windows operating system was Windows 95. Since then, many versions of Windows has been released. The most popular Windows version are Windows 98, Windows 2000, Windows ME, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8 and Windows 10. Windows 10 is the latest version of Windows operating system. Windows 7 has become very popular because of the following features. First is Windows is attractive and easy to use. The use of beautiful graphics makes Windows very attractive operating system. It is very easy to use. Second is searching made easier. Using Windows 7, we can quickly search for more things in more places in our computer. Third one, Windows support multitasking. Windows can perform more than one task at a time. For example, we can type letters in MS Word while enjoying music, Windows Media Player. Third one, Jump List. This is a new feature which takes us straight to the document, pictures, songs, websites we have recently visited. To open a jump list, right click on a computer on the Windows taskbar. Last one, Windows 7 taskbar. The taskbar of Windows 7 is more flexible and application oriented. Arrow pick features allows us to turn the open windows transparent and make the windows visible. To do, first point and click on the right edge of the taskbar. Let's see starting Windows. When you switch on a computer, Windows starts automatically and displays a welcome message. It is followed by the first screen of the computer, which is called as a desktop. This whole screen is called as a desktop, and you can see some of the small pictures are present here on your desktop are known as icons. These icons represent different application programs which run on your computer. Next, here we have a taskbar. A taskbar located is at the bottom of your screen, and this taskbar is divided in two sections. Here we have a start button. When we click, all the programs which are loaded in your computer will be displayed, and here on the right side of your taskbar, here we have what? A notification area. The notification related to some program of your computer will be displayed in this section. Okay, and some of the programs are pinned on your taskbar, like here Internet Explorer there, some other applications which are frequently used can be pinned here. It's up to you which application you want to pin here. Okay, now the next is computer. Here is we have a My Computer. Using My Computer folder, you can access all the folders and files stored in your computer. So how to open this? You have to double click. You can see this My Computer folder where whatever data or files or images you have created in your computer will be seen to you here. 4 sections are there of your My Computer. The drives, it can be called as the drives also, C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive. So when you click on these particular drives, you can see the files and folders you have created already. So now we'll move to the next option in your chapter, that is files and folders. Suppose you want to create a files and folders. Now firstly we will see what is a file. It is a collection of related information stored together on some storage devices such as hard disks, CDs, DVDs or pen drive. As we keep important papers in a file, similarly any information in a computer is saved in form of file. Each file is given a file name which helps us to find the desired file. So, how to create a file in your computer? You can see on this desktop you can right click and you have your new option, and here I will select the text document. This is the simple text file. When you double click on it, anything you can be type here. Here any text can be accepted and saved. Means generally suppose any letter you want to type, you can type here and this file can be saved. You can click on the file and save. Okay, and if you want to change it a different name, just what you have to do, save as and type the name for your file. For example, I will type a name like ABC and I will save it. Can you see on this title bar ABC notepad? Means this notepad file is saved with the ABC. Just close this one and you can see. Can you see here ABC? ABC means I give the name for that file ABC. Okay. Now we will see the folder. What is folder exactly? As we keep all our files in a file cabinet. Similarly, a folder in a computer is like a cabinet where we can keep relevant files. A folder can hold other folders as well. A folder within folder is called as a subfolder. So, how to create a folder here? Again, right click, new, and here we have the folder. We have to type the name for our folder. So by default, whenever you create a folder, it comes as a new folder. If you don't give any name, it will come like new folder 1, new folder 2, new folder 3. So here we will give name like PSEMS. If you want to open this folder, what you have to do? You have to double click on that folder. You can see the blank folder here. Okay, and in this folder you can create new folders. Means a subfolder can be created. And how to create that? Again, you have to click on right click, new, and then folder. Your new folder, automatically new folder will be created. You can type the name for your folder and then your file is created. Okay, now the next is opening a file or folder. How to open a file or folder? You have to double click on that folder, it will open. And if you want to close, you just have to click on the close button. That folder will be closed. Understood everyone? Next is using context menu. What is context menu now? It is also called as a shortcut menu. When you right click on any icon, a pop-up menu appears. Using context menu, you can save your time to access the commands. Right clicking on the different areas displays different sets of menus. Let us learn it practically. Now, just now I have shown you how to right click. Right click the mouse. See, using mouse as a right button, you just have to right press and then this pop-up menu will be displayed. See, this menu is different for each and every options. Suppose I am right clicking on this desktop, so all the options related to the desktop will be displayed to you like view, sort, refresh. All the options are related to your desktop. If I right click on the folder, see, there are different options will be shown to you. First is open, means if I want to open the folder, it will open. Then pin to quick access, means if I want to pin to this access bar taskbar, then I can pin it and open as a notebook in Note 1. These are different options available to your folder. So that is called as a context menu. Next point is, what is shortcut? A shortcut is an icon that provides an easy and quick way to open a file or program that you frequently use. The lower left corner of the shortcut icon has a small jump arrow. Double clicking on the shortcut icon will open the file or program it represents. Now let's see the example how to create a shortcut. Now let's open my computer and here downloads, and I will select any file, random file, and then I will right click on that file, and here we have send to. Can you see this? Yes, send to, and click on the desktop. Close this, and here you will see the shortcut. Can you see this? One image shortcut is created. Here we have finished the third chapter. In the next period we will see the theory of this chapter. Till then, take care. Bye bye.